Three, two, one, and we're going. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Unfiltered Information Podcast. I'm not even. I think it's episode number 20. I always get it wrong, but whatever. It is what it is. Before we start, I just want to get the obvious out of the way. Obviously, the merch shop is up. All the profits go to Boston Children's Hospital. We're going to buy toys for them. We're up to like $100 right now, which is crazy. I called them, and during the pandemic, they're not accepting gifts like that at the moment or something along those lines. So we're going to hold on a little bit and just kind of collect up the money and then donate when we get to out of the COVID situation. So yeah, we got t-shirt, we got mug, we got fanny pack, phone cases, stickers, all that shit. Is anything you want to cop? It's all pretty relatively cheap. I try to make it just like pretty cheap and affordable so everyone can get something if they want it. So that's out of the way. Obviously, the guest this week is going to be virtual, which I'm big hyped about because I've been trying to figure out how to master this virtual podcast shit for friggin' 6 months now. We got Avery over here. What up, Avery? How we doing, buddy?
Hey, guys. What's up? What's going on? Avery, Aves, whatever. Some you might know me from, way back when. Others might think, who is this weirdo with cool glowing lights in his room? I say the same thing about myself every time I wake up, but what's going on?
Let's get it. We'll just cut right to it. The reason you're on is because you stream Twitch, you know what I mean? You reached out to me, you like what I was doing, which I appreciated. Thank you for appreciating my appreciation.
Content creator, of course, you know what I mean? We're all... Yeah. The pandemic really locked everyone in, so everyone's been like... I've seen a ton of other people, YouTube, podcasts, clothing, streaming, something of that nature, because everyone's so encased and engulfed, so it's like, what else are they going to do? Like... throw rocks, kick rocks, throw, that kind of stuff. So, yeah. When I came across it, I think what made me, I was like, Unfiltered Information Podcast. I think I saw your suggestion on Instagram because you know how algorithms work. And it's like, you might know this person because that kind of weird shit. I was like, what? I was like, I usually look around like, who's, what's that? It looks interesting. And then Unfiltered Information, you tell me off the rip, I've seen unfiltered podcasts, or information, unfiltered information together. Like I said before, sounds like everything is just there. Everything, it's just a straight shot of boom, that's everything coming out at you at once. So
yeah, that's what this is all about, man. Yeah. It started off conspiracy theories, but then I was like, why not just reach out to any topic in general? Just do it straight up. You can't do a conspiracy podcast 2 times a week. Eventually, you run out of theories. Exactly. So now it's just like whoever wants to talk, I'll talk to, and I love doing it.
Yeah, for real. Conspiracies is great. Don't get me wrong. I'm one to always, I wouldn't say completely woke. I'm one to always listen and be like, that makes a lot of sense, or or that sounds really crazy. I think you should seek medical attention. But yeah, things like that where I really, really do enjoy. I really enjoy things like that, or even a couple other subjects. You guys have talked about the virus. You got to talk about sports every now and then. Something, what I mean? You guys you hit all the topics, which is dope. I love, the variety. It's interesting to keep things interesting. So
yeah, I did that on purpose so that I could have a broader audience. You know what I mean? Anyone who wants to just listen to 2 guys or 3 guys sit down and talk and just have a conversation about anything. Literally, that's the beauty of a podcast with me, bro. I could start off talking about the COVID, and then I'll go to what do you think happens when we die? Within 10 minutes. I'm so unstable with topics. It's crazy.
Yeah, I go on. I'm all over the place when I stream too. I can talk. Someone could be I streamed earlier today for a little bit. Actually, I was playing Destiny 2, and today just random things. I'll be like, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. And my friend from the UK is like, oi, mate, I'm from the UK, and I'm like, all right, great, I hate you. And then things like that. Where that's why I love Twitch because the interaction with the chat is all real time. I have a 5-second delay. So everything you see, everything you type, I'll see like that, and you'll hear it back in 5 seconds ish. So yeah, it's just tangents like that. I just went on one, but
no, that's what it's all about, dude. I love tangents.
Yeah, for real. It's interesting. I love it. Twitch really brought me out because I'm gonna be affiliated almost 2 years in June.
So for people who don't know, what does affiliate mean? What does that what's that entail of?
There's 2 tiers to I'm gonna say being involved with Twitch, right? Or technically 3. So when you're just starting out on Twitch, of course, you have nothing. You're just streaming. You're just putting out content. People can follow you. And of course, when people follow you, that kind of brings up your numbers. It's oh, hey, maybe you're getting some traction. Maybe your friends oh, okay, we'll come watch. We'll come play. Or you're playing with people, right? It's hey, if you're going to come play with me, why don't you drop a follow on my stream, help me out, blah, blah, blah. And the next step after having nothing is affiliate, which is you can start earning money with Twitch how partners are. Partners, of course, partners have the sub button. They have the bits. They have all that. Affiliate is that part where you can make money with subs, bits. Bits being like a 1-to-1, like if 1 penny equals 1 bit, it's like Amazon's currency for the website.
Okay.
And the subscribers are raw $5. Affiliates only make half of that, so it's 250, 250, 250 goes to Twitch. Whereas if you're a partner later, you get to negotiate if you're a big partner, that is, because some partners now still do 50-50. But affiliates like the low level, like I can make money on Twitch, I'm a streamer, and then partners like you have all the perks. You can do sponsored streams, like, oh, maybe a company will come out, reach to you and be like, hey, play our game on your stream. Like partners have the access to that, where affiliates are just like, you enjoy what you're doing, you're making money off it. You know what I mean? The jump from affiliate to partner is pretty large. It's not the easiest thing to do at all. So, but yeah, that's kind of the tiers of it. And then, yeah, once you get affiliate, you make money at Twitch. You know what I mean? It's dope. So
you say you've been affiliate for 2 years, coming up on 2 years now?
Yeah, I will be affiliated with them in June. That'll be for 2 years in June. I started, I think, June, July. I think it was soon after, because I always dabbled with streaming before. I'd always do like, hell, I'll just turn it on and play a game, whatever. You know what I mean? It's there. You know, I'm good at a game. I can do that. And then, I think it was soon after. It was either towards the end of senior year of high school or a little after, like we were finished. And I was like, fuck am I doing? I could just, do this in front of people and people come watch. So I was like, sick. And then I started taking it seriously when I was really close to affiliate. This was before affiliate was like not tough to get, but it was like fairly new. It was like, the people were like, oh, what's affiliate, blah, blah, this and that, because there was, of course, there's the partners. There was always just partners. Affiliates didn't exist for the longest time on Twitch. And then they opened that up, which is, I think, a really good move on their part.
If they're making half the money off subscriptions, that's a great idea for them financially, too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And no matter what, unless you are Shroud or Ninja or like someone up there who has the biggest following, I guarantee you they make almost all of the money from subscriptions, because that's, they're huge and they're going to stay on the platform. So you got to kind of sweeten up the deal. So that's that, you know what I mean? But yeah, 2 years in June, I think June or July. And I loved it. I love it. I took a break a little bit, excuse me, last year. Like I was really spotty with it.
Yeah.
Like quarter 1 and 2 killed it. 3 and 4 on and off. But yeah.
Is it important to be consistent if you're an affiliate, or do people unsubscribe from you? Yeah.
My phone. Very, very important, because consistency is key, right? Because let's say, of course, you'll have your friends watching you. A couple of them always pop in, like, yo, you're doing good, or hey, like you're playing this game. They'll just sit there and watch, and then we have to weigh. Okay, I have my IRL friends that will always support me. They'll sub, they'll watch, or whatever. Then you have that other group of people, of the randoms of Twitch, who will stumble upon your account, friends of friends. Like maybe you get lucky when somebody retweets you randomly and they'll come and watch. Like you got to retain that audience, because without that audience, you're never gonna grow and boom.
Yeah. So
you know what I mean? Like when Warzone just came out, it's like Warzone came out. Of course, you're gonna be battling the top streamers who are playing Warzone, no matter what. Battling, like Shroud, Nick Merckx, like everybody who plays Wars like that, where it is tough to really break out like that. But if you kind of like keep up with it, if you're really good at it and you keep up with it, they'll have more eyes on you. You'll retain the same viewers, and really that's how kind of the boom works,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you said you started streaming in general toward high school, though, like in high school, like before you were an affiliate. I mean.
Yeah, like I would always dabble. Like my first streams is when Fortnite was in like season 2 or 3.
Yeah,
that's
the good Fortnite too.
early. Yeah, exactly. I was like, everyone's playing Fortnite. You know what I mean? Everyone's talking about it. It's the talk of the town. Why don't I stream it? Like that's the craziest thing. Where I date all the way back to that. I have a clip of that time too. Funny enough, and excuse me, and it was really Fortnite. And then I jump around and do all kinds of damn games. So. It's crazy. Like you can basically play whatever the hell you want. It depends. Like that's what I say. People that start streaming, they always look at they're like, oh, I have like 5 viewers. This is cool. Or oh my god, I have like a new phone. Like they focus too hard on the numbers. And when you're an affiliate, you don't want to make this your job. You still want to make it something you love, because you're not going to financially support yourself like that, because you have to break an $100 threshold in order to get paid. And if you don't have the following and stuff behind that, and you're making I have 15 subs now, roughly $5 divided by 2. That, and you get paid not every other month, but like it rolls over to the next month. So it's tough. I think it's pocket change. It's like cool side gig type of stuff, not like my job.
Yeah.
Because if this was my job, I would not be here right now talking to you.
You'd be playing games.
I'll probably use my computer as a space heater in a box if I didn't go to college and didn't have a job and rely on Twitch.
Yeah.
So, that's the big idea. People think, I'm an affiliate, I'm going to make a ton of money. No, that's not the case at all, and I promise you that. That's the scary thing.
How hard is it to break out to that partner status? Is that like you got to be really fucking lucky, or is you just have to like grind? Is it a grind or a luck thing?
It's a little bit of both, to be honest. It's a little bit of both just because, right? The jump from partnership or from affiliate to partnership is pretty, like, there are 3 out of the 4 things you have to do, right? It's stream for, I could tell you literally right now. I have a tab open, my friend's stream. Literally one of them is stream for, I think, 2 weeks, like concurrently within a month period, because it's a monthly payment and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the hardest one is retain 75 viewers average. That's the toughest one of all.
Per live stream?
Yeah, well, so in an average of a month, you have to have you have to retain that 75 viewership like goal, right?
Yeah,
the other one's having like
hard.
I think a certain amount of hours streamed. Or I have it here, yeah. So stream for 25 hours, which isn't bad if you're keeping up with a month. My goal is to try and bang out 4-hour streams, roughly 4. So do that math out. Stream on 12 different days. Again, if you're really driven to really go for it, you'll nail it. It's just the average of 75 viewers has to be concurrent viewers. No raids, no things like that. It has to be like people have to be in there, over a month period. And it's tough because when you start off as an affiliate and you only have 10, 15 people, that average is out still starting from that point going on. So to hold 75 viewers while your old average is still low, it's tough. That's the hardest thing. That's why I'm saying it's luck and dedication, because hell, you might really like something again. You might be really good. Like, let's say I was incredible at Warzone and I'm playing with like top level people. That would bring me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like because my name's already out there from that. People have eyes. Or I'd say, God forbid, one day I'm streaming and maybe, I don't know, some mid-level partner raids me. You know what I mean? And then that could boost me right there and then, because if I'm providing good content, people will stay, people will watch. I could like get on my chair, fall backwards, and get people to stay, like things like that. Where that's the hardest thing, is to retain the 75 viewers to hit partnerships. So that's the major thing.
Can you unbecome affiliate? Like, can you lose that status?
So right now, I do not think so. A lot of people have said back and forth, you can and you can't, because I've been of course active, so I've been streaming now. My friend had it for a little longer than me, and he hasn't streamed anymore. He moved on from streaming pretty much entirely because he had a much better job. And he still has his subscription button and everything. So I don't think so. I think it stays till, if anything. I'll probably check with him again in, another year or so and figure it out. But I don't think you lose it.
That's good. Yeah, that seems good, just so that even if you're just like a casual player, you can still make that money if people want to still support you, I guess,
Yeah, exactly. If your friends, like I said, still want to watch her playing, then, you have the chance to really keep doing it, I guess, you know what I mean? So.
Speaking of point, I was wondering, I've been thinking this all day. Are there certain games, like you were talking about Warzone, for instance, are there certain games that are better to stream than others? Because obviously, like, if you're playing, like, fucking a game that no one's ever heard of, no one's going to be watching it, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So this is now, again, I'm breaking it down to more terms. Excuse me. So there's always a group of games, right, that are always like, okay, the popular ones. Warzone still is, I think, the biggest battle royale right now. Of course, people are going to watch it. It's always going to be interesting to people. There's like the big, I'd say, the leaders of Twitch currently. I'd say there's the leaders, Warzone, Fortnite, I think, is still up there. Rust is killing it right now. And
I've seen a lot of Rust streams lately.
Rust has been humongous, and it's such a good game with people. I'll say it. Yeah. Like, going off the top right now, viewers high to low, it goes just chatting, which is IRL streams. Basically, you could be sitting there, I don't know, knitting for all you want. People will watch that. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
And that is almost 500,000 viewers right now. League of Legends has 335,000. Fortnite 250. FIFA is up there today with 200. You know what I mean? Like, things like that. But the big games, of course, would be like just chatting, League, Fortnite, Minecraft. Those are really will always be popular.
Does Minecraft still put on numbers like that? People still play that?
Minecraft is right now 283,000 viewers.
Jesus Christ!
And the whole Minecraft survival multiplayer scene with you probably seen it, Dream and all that kind of stuff where they boomed and I can't go a day without hearing something about them. They've made it really, really big. And it's been, Minecraft's been up there, really. It's always been one of the major ones, I'd say, versus flavor of the month games, right? Would probably be Rust, would probably be like, it's like Rust, I don't know what else. Because you want to see me flavor of the month, it's like the game that will be there for, like, it just had a big boom. It's killing it. Everybody's playing it because some big streamer really looks fun.
Like Among Us, basically, like that type of shit.
Yes, yeah, big one. That was huge. I considered that a giant for a while, and now it's only hitting 15.1K viewers.
Yeah, that's a big fall off. That shit was everywhere when it was popping.
Exactly. Yep, that's it. That's why I call it flavor of the month, because Among Us, a simple, dinky little game like that, right, had its boom, and it was up there. It was king of the world at one point.
Yeah,
and
it's like a one-hit wonder type of artist type shit.
But I guarantee you, I can put money on this. When the new map comes out for it and the big update happens, it'll be back up there. It will be right back up there, 100%. I guarantee it.
That game's free to play, right? Works. I never played it. But that shit's free, right?
Yeah, it's free on mobile. It's $5 on Steam, but you get bonuses if you buy it on Steam.
Okay.
Because it's basically like it's free on mobile. It's just like because it has ads and other stuff like that, outfits you can buy. Steam, it gives you the whole bundle of outfits. So
okay, that's why I didn't know if it was one of those games that all in-app purchases, and that's how they survived. Kind of like Apex and shit. How you just have to buy stuff in the game to make money for them to make money.
Yeah, literally. That's been the big practice recently too, which is unreal. But yeah, no, Among Us was free on mobile. A lot of people, I think most of the player base came from mobile, of course, because it's free versus PC, because PC was $5. But yeah, that's pretty much, like I said, the flavor of the month stream. But usually how it works with Twitch and games,
So what's like a game? Are there any games that you like playing that like don't get a bunch of views when you play them, but you still enjoy doing it?
Yeah, because see, like I said earlier, I don't consider like I do this for money. I do it for myself enjoying. People might not like the game I'm playing. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, maybe next week I'll play something you enjoy, or or maybe you'll get like these amount of, like, I still play Overwatch every now and then. As much as I don't like the game, I still play it because my other friends do. Sometimes I'll stream it. I'll get a group of Overwatch people who come watch. Maybe that's fine. And maybe next week I'll play, I don't know, Destiny 2, for example, which only has 13.6K. Like that, maybe I'll bring in a Destiny crew. You know what I mean? It kind of makes it's good and bad to have different groups for variety. Good because it's variety. You get to mix it up, but bad because you might not appease a certain amount of viewers that came to watch your stream. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I'd say like Overwatch, Destiny 2. Sometimes I'll stream so I'm chilling out. Like I play all kinds of games. Of course, I mean, it wasn't no secret. I've always played fucking games. It's been my goddamn life pretty much. But things like that, like where it's not too much for me. I like jumping from game to game. I'm not too picky at all. That's the thing.
Is that how it is with like partners too, or the partners try to just entertain the fans? Like they don't play what they want to play, or they play that by themselves or something?
You see, that's the other thing I'm scared of if I ever get up there. Maybe let's say I was only good at Warzone, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm fucking insane, unreal. And let's say Warzone's on a decline, like a very steep decline, very quickly. Let's say the next big battle royale came out that dumps on any other one, right? What am I gonna do? People could still watch me because I'm good at a game, but will they still watch me because it's not Warzone? You know what I mean? You gotta levy and weigh that, because I've seen like mid-tier partners fall from grace because they tried something else and no one liked it. Or like WoW streamers only play WoW pretty much. They'll dabble in other games, but they won't get the same viewership as their WoW viewership. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a gamble. It's a gamble to stick to one thing. It's a gamble to touch upon a ton of other things. But
yeah, that kind of reminds me of like Machine Gun Kelly. How he did. He went from rap to the rock album. Some people didn't like it. Some people fucking loved it. It's all about a gamble and shit for sure.
I'm not the biggest fan of him at all, to be honest.
I don't know. I'm not either. It's just a good example. I thought of the top, but
Yeah, I know. I heard mixed receptions of his recent album because it was more of a pop punk type album. If that's a term for it, I think.
Not my type of music, personally.
I haven't heard it. I heard mixed things where it's like, oh, it's one of those kind of sad boy albums, I guess, or like, damn, it's really like not his rap stuff. That's cool. Like, you know what I mean? A ton of artists stick to what they do, I guess, and sometimes when they experiment with something else, their album flops, they flop, people stop listening, or people will go back and be like, this album was the best, what the fuck are you doing? I'm gonna torture your like shirt. And it's like, dude, chill out, first off. Second of all, yeah, that's the craziest thing. Jumping from album to album, like genre to genre is always a scary thing. It could pay off. It most likely won't, but yeah.
Nah, I just thought it was a good comparison because, like, obviously if you're playing, like let's just say FIFA, and that's all you play, but then all of a sudden you start playing fucking Rocket League, are people going to get, like, well, that's kind of similar, I guess, but you know what I mean? Like, if people are going to start...
Soccer aspect, but maybe people don't think flying fucking RC cars smacking a ball is realistic, and they want real people to see every drip fucking coming out of their follicles is better, you know what I mean? It's hard to appease a crowd. It is so hard. Let me tell you that much. It is so hard to appease a crowd, especially if new people that come to watch versus like friends that don't care, friends that are playing with you and things like that. But
I'm at the stage of my podcast where I'm only getting good feedback right now, so I haven't experienced the hate yet. I haven't got like one of those messages like, you suck, this is the worst thing I ever want. I'm just waiting for it though. But like, if I get it, I get it. I'm not like this person to get butthurt over things.
It'll torch your morale for a little bit. It's like, damn, what did I do wrong? But then again, it's the internet. You just
exactly.
At its core, you can't appease everybody. No. So I mean, it's like
you're not supposed to appease everyone on the internet. You're doing something wrong if you're doing that.
Yeah, exactly. That or you are what's his name from Heaven's Gate? I can't think of his name, but when he had the whole cult shit and just that whole crazy thing. But when I never gotten hate, but I've gotten like heckled right when the comedian gets like I've had people come my chat and be like, dude, you're fucking garbage, you are shit, like, oh my god, this and that, and I'm like, I tore them back. I'm like, dude, you're really talking through a keyboard on a Twitch chat where your opinion surely does not matter to me, and I go about living about my life. And it's like,
that's how you gotta take it. Shit, we need more people to take criticism the way you're taking it, though. A lot of people argue back and shit, you know? It's just like...
Yeah, I'll argue back. Like, I'll toy with them, but I won't be like, oh, fuck you. Yeah. Like, trying to... Because they want a reaction from you.
That's all it is.
They want that, like, ha, I gotcha type of thing. And it's just... It's the internet. Like, I tell it to everybody, even just... That's why I hate social media. I hate seeing people and, like, when they talk back and forth, like, it's like... Lord have mercy. I'm just like, I'm not one for drama or hatred or none of that shit. I'm just like, I'm doing my own thing, so I really don't give a shit. And B, it's like, you're just wasting your time. There's no point to attack, me. Okay, sorry, my content doesn't appease you. Someone else probably will. Go watch them. Like, why waste your time here then?
Yeah, there's always keyboard heroes who have that false sense of security because they're over the internet. It's always has been like there always will be like that, you know.
Oh, so that's what I was saying. I'm like, they're sitting behind a screen, probably in a dingy ass basement, going like, "Hey, yeah, I got him." Like, come on, dude. Like,
I always picture. You ever watch South Park?
Yeah.
You know the episode with where they're playing League of Legends or World of Warcraft, and the fat guy sitting in the chair like this the whole time.
Yeah.
That's what I imagine that shit to be like.
That is. Do you know what's that's so sad to hearing that, because the guy who did the outfit of a WoW nerd at the convention, like he had the whole
that video on Instagram.
Yeah, he passed away from COVID. Sadly.
Oh, did he?
That was a big that was 2 weeks ago roughly that happened. Yeah, he passed away from COVID complications.
Yeah, I saw the video. Maybe that's why it was circulating the internet again, probably because he passed.
Yeah, because that was one of the, he was remembered because of that. He loved of course he loved playing World of Warcraft, so given, but he killed it after they did that in South Park, and he came up because he knew what he was, so he came up and he's just like, damn, look at me go, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that it was memorable. That's why when I heard of his death, it was all over like gaming articles and shit like that. Like, he passed away with COVID complications, and his last. At first, he thought he was improving, and then boom, that's what happened. It's like, it's so sad. It's crazy hearing that.
Yeah.
But
has anyone around you got hit by COVID?
So I think my grandmother had a false positive on my father's side because she has a ton of health issues, not in the greatest condition. And when they said she was positive, I'm like, there's no fucking way she's gonna survive this. As terrible as that kind of sounds,
yeah,
but like,
sometimes
she's diabetic.
Yeah.
She kind of loses like things like that where it's like, damn, like that's crazy to me. But I've had a couple friends. I had 2 scares, but I've been either I've taken like either I've been asymptomatic because that's scary as shit too. Let me tell you that much.
Yeah.
Or I've just been fucking blind lucky. I've scared myself. I've really faked myself out. I've had a cold, but I never had any like COVID systems where I'm like I can't taste, I can't smell. Like I've had a cough before, but if you sneeze or cough and everybody assumes you have the virus.
Everyone thinks you're fucking dying now. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like I want to go get a test. Like I'm like, okay, really, I'm not feeling like the other day because I flew the other day. I took a flight the other day. And I was psyching myself out. Like even before I was like, yo, I think I had this and that. I have like a fever and I'm freaking out. And then when I land over in fucking the state I was going to, I felt fine. I was just like, I was bugging for no reason. Like, you got to be vigilant, but and then again, it's either you are going to end up getting it or not, unless you stay locked in your house. Like, but you never know what somebody could have touched. You never know where somebody could have, like, you know what I mean? That's a whole, you don't even know if they could have it. It's crazy how you could have it, be asymptomatic, or B, or like you have it, you're contagious, but you don't have any symptoms yet. Like it's crazy how that's working out right now.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to do over the internet podcast just so I can because like I did one in person with Doug Brown. Mm-hmm. I did one with him like last week in person. I was a little scared about it, but I was like, I gotta do it eventually. Now that I know how to do this, bro, it's a game changer for me now.
It's a blessing. Yeah, it's crazy because you can meet with anybody. Like you can do anything you fucking want on here. You know what I mean? Yeah. I've been on Discord for years now. Discord's been a blessing too. But.
I just use it for. Have you ever heard of Mabinogi? It's a Nexon game.
No.
All right, it's like an MMO.
I know of Exxon, but Nexon, but I don't know if I've ever heard of that.
It's like a role play MMO game where you play as like a hero, you save like the world you're in and shit. But it's like I just do it for like marketplace and stuff. Like I like play and buy and sell items. That's what I like doing in there. But I just use Discord for that to talk to people in my guild and shit. But I had no idea you could use it to like do shit like this until we talked.
Yeah, I've been on Discord for a while now. I don't think you can see my date now, but. It's cool when you do things like this. Like you have up to 10 people in a call like this. More in a December VC when if you make a server or something like that. So yeah, it's dope. Like I love this. This is so simple. It's nice. It's 2 beautiful side to side screens. You've had it set like that, and it's dope. Now that you have this capability of doing it over the internet, it's like damn, I can just start humming like shit at people. I can bring people on. Like it's dope.
Yeah, I got a few homies who have either had COVID and don't want to get it again, so they're kind of skeptical about hanging out, or like they have family members who are susceptible to it. So I have like 2 or 3 guys that I've been trying to do a podcast with for the past like 4 or 5 months, and now I can do it with them no problem. So I'm hyped.
It's easy. It's so easy. I did the same way. Like I know I'm a big like don't go out. Don't go out if you need to. Like you can go out. You can be cautious. Like I said, you have to be careful.
Sure. Yeah.
But like the people that are careless, people that don't wear like, because I went to Kansas. I went to Kansas 2 weeks ago. I know you're probably like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, literally, what the fuck were you doing in Kansas?
There's nothing. My girlfriend lives out there. There's nothing to do out there. It sucks, but I had went out for her. And then I'm like, but I was, I wore gloves. I wore a mask. Like I took off my gloves. I fucking threw on hand sanitizer to the point where ever seen that episode of Always Sunny in Philadelphia where they have the flu?
Yeah.
And then Frank gets all lathered up in the fucking hand sanitizer, and he's like purity, this and that. That was me, but with my hands. Like I was being so careful and clean, dude. I wasn't having it. And then I've taken 2 flights. One before, like it was in early March when COVID was like, it's a virus, haha. Like they were starting to really get onto it. Like they're canceling flights, they're doing this. Like it was like the get the fuck in your house and don't get out type of shit.
Pre-mania type shit.
I went to see at the time my girlfriend at the time then in Texas, awful state too, I'll tell you that much. And that was early March when it was really like no masks, no nothing. Like of course you couple people, but we were mask free, just basically like dong in the wind. Like who the fuck cares? And then they're like, yeah, you need to wear masks. This is just serious. And then. To Kansas, but that's it. Other than that, I've been in my house. I haven't gone out for shit. I've seen you before, of course at our boy's house once or twice, but shots. That was even before too, where shit was really like elevated and really everyone's getting it and it's this big scare. So I've been good, thankfully. Like I said, I could have, who the hell knows? Like I say everybody could have had it at one point. You really don't know unless A, you get tested or B, you have the symptoms for it. But
yeah,
it's scary.
I've been tested 3 times, and one of the times I think it was a false negative because I'm pretty sure I had it, a very minor case of it, because I had headache and I had nausea and like stomach issues for like a week or a couple of days, I should say, and I hit a vape of someone who had COVID. So like it's kind of like
I quit that shit. I quit that shit for 2 reasons. Yeah. Because COVID fucks you up. That goes for your lungs. Like you could have permanent lung damage for the rest of your life. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Fuck up my lungs now. And if I do get it, I'm dead because that's what I quit that. I've been vape free for almost 3 weeks now.
Let's go.
I was like,
that's good shit.
Fuck it, dude. Yeah. I was super paranoid about that. I'm like, if I'm already destroying my lungs with vape, where even then people don't know the effects of it truly yet, so it's scary. And then I was like, I'm also, I'm a large guy, I'm not saying it's hard to breathe just like now, but I'm like, I don't do much because of this shit, so it's like, and it's kind of, that got me spooked. Like, what if I get it? What if I'm just like there in my bed slowly dying? So I've been careful and improving myself on that whole butt end. But yeah, when people want to, I'm like, no. You're not touching this shit.
Yeah.
I wasn't having that, man, just in case. But
definitely not. How has COVID affected Twitch? Have you seen like a huge influx in new followers and shit like that and subscribers because of so many people are home?
I would say new viewers in general. I've gotten a couple like random people. Like I have people who watch Canada. I had a good friend at one point because I remember watching from Amsterdam. I have a couple friends in the UK, things like that. I'd say more viewers than followers, subscribers. I've gotten a couple random subs. I got, I think I have 100, almost 80 followers now.
Let's go.
Nice. And, I don't get all of them coming back, but sometimes they do and things like that. I'd say the more people now want to become streamers or content creators, of course, but then watch, or people will like, I forget I was talking to you the other day about like, oh my God, you're a streamer. I'm like, I'm not really a streamer per se, but I stream. Like I don't dedicate my life to streaming.
Yeah, you're just like a full-time job or anything.
Yeah. So that's basically that. I've seen an influx of people coming in. I think I peaked today at like 10, 11 people, which was dope. I'd consider that dope. But yeah, I'd say maybe more viewers more than anything else, really.
I'm one of those people who hopped on the bandwagon. I play Apex every night, so I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna play Apex, I'll make a fucking Twitch. So dude, I made a Twitch.
Like that's how I started. I said might as well with Fortnite for real. That was that.
I don't think I'm gonna take it serious, but it's just cool to like engage with people who like the game and want to watch you. I only get like 1 or 2 followers when I stream, but like it's usually one of the homies too. But it's like it's whatever. It's all good.
They're watching you play. They might think you're good at the game or something. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. It's surreal at the same time because you're like, damn, people really want to watch me play games.
Exactly.
Like go play the game, LOL. Like, do
it yourself.
When you watch Let's Players on YouTube, it's like, why am I watching this guy play a game when I can go play it? But then again, people with financial struggles who can't play the game, maybe they want to experience it in some sort of way.
That's true.
Or like they don't really care much for games. They just like, hell, this game can have a good story. I'll watch it with this person. You know what I mean? Like,
damn, I've never thought about that.
Like that, yeah. Like I consider, because most of the streaming game, right? I would say, especially if you're a big streamer playing like not like a kid's game, but like Fortnite, where it's very appealing to the children, you get looked up to differently. Or maybe some kids don't have a console and their friends are, oh, how fun isn't that? Maybe they're watching to get some idea of the game from you. You know, it's kind of like that whole ideal I have about it, but. Yeah, it's a game, really, all of it itself. Twitch itself is a game. That's
streamers,
how
bro, you got me thinking streamers be making a difference now. You just convinced me of it with like 30 seconds. Like that's dead ass. Like, there's some kids who can't afford it. There's some kids who don't play all the time, but like they want to still enjoy the content. That's what's up. I didn't thought about that.
That's literally that's you got to think of it because that's why most big streamers are mostly unless of course the streamers are going to be iffy. They're not going to be PG-13 or like. They want to put that's why when Ninja really swapped up his content to go from like how he used to be when he played H1Z when he would motherfuck this, you fucking suck that, to playing Fortnite, still being kind of like that, and then advancing, going, I'm not streaming, I'm not cursing anymore in my streams. Everyone was cooking him for that, but maybe he because a lot of kids looked up to him. He everyone, their mother looked up to him at one point when he was the biggest person, biggest Fortnite streamer on Twitch. And when he said that, I thought it was I'm like, hey, levy your content how you want, because you can go all your life without swearing if you truly want to. You know what I mean? You don't need to use those words. And I know he's banking on being a better streamer. Like, oh, like maybe because his fan base was mainly kids. There's no doubt about it at the time.
100%.
So he's like, I'm very influential. I have a lot of power right now. Why can't I switch it up? You know, like that's why I think it was a good. It was a good move on his end, but he got a lot of backlash from it, of course, because adults were like, "LOL, like why you catering to them?" It's just that's no matter how you look at it, gonna be your audience. You know, now he's kind of evolved. He does like late night streams and stuff like that, or you know, he kind of evolved around it, which I respect more because he veered off from Fortnite. He plays a lot of other games now, so yeah, I mean, then you can kind of rehash it, but.
Yeah, when I found Ninja, he was strictly playing Fortnite. That's like I remember going on to him one day. He had like 50,000 viewers at one point, and I was like, "Bro, this is the biggest thing I've ever seen."
When he played with Drake that one time, exactly. People were like, "Holy shit!" Yeah. A, people were like, "A, Drake playing Fortnite," and B, like that everyone talked about that. Like you cannot tell me that was not like that was literally at the time one of the most memorable times in gaming when that happened. When he just played with Drake and. Who else? I forget the other person.
Someone else.
Yeah, like it was
just huge names, and he was just fucking casually playing Fortnite with them.
Yeah, for real. It's like wow. Like imagine that you got Drake fans like watching Drake play. You got Drake fans going like, "Who the hell are these two people? Oh, that's Travis. That's Ninja. That's that white boy Ninja." Like things like that. You know what I mean? And he won. Like that set him in stone. Really, I think after when that happened, that really put his place there. Like. This motherfucker can do it all. Like he is the face of Twitch right now.
Is he like the biggest Twitch streamer right now? Like, or he wasn't during his prime, right? During his prime, he was.
So yeah, during his when Fortnite was really skyrocketing, when he was number one. He was number one. Every kid and their mother looked up to him. Everyone wanted to be the next ninja, or you know when they killed the ninja, the kids would freak out. It's like, oh my god, you've seen reactions.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, he had it all. I'd say he had, and then I think when he swapped to Mixer, cut him right in half.
What's Mixer? I'm not familiar with that.
It's now defunct. It was Microsoft's streaming platform to fight. Like it was like a rival to Twitch, rival to like it was Microsoft's way to be like, hey, you can stream, but they made it. They just got bought out by Facebook. They sold Mixer to Facebook, so now it's just Facebook Gaming.
So is that what Facebook streaming is now? Like, or did Facebook have their own streaming before they bought that?
Facebook had Facebook Gaming for it was a little while, but it wasn't just streams like Twitch. It was more like gaming content, videos, clips, blah blah blah. It was like a spotlight. And then they really branched out to streams. I think it was it was a couple of years ago. I wasn't super old, but it was fairly like recent in the upcoming years. And then they really started. They do what Twitch does, like, oh, you can partner with Facebook Gaming and make money off that. Or Facebook's algorithm is fucking everywhere, so it's like
Facebook.
You might see their stream somewhere.
Yeah,
exactly. And then that's that. So you got like Twitch, Facebook Gaming, YouTube. There's some Chinese streaming service I don't know what it's called, which is also up there. But of course for over there, not here, but. And I think that's really it for streaming platforms because I'm missing something. But yeah.
Is Twitch available in China and like Facebook Gaming? Because I know they have like that cell phone, Huawei. They have their own cell phone carriers and shit over there.
Yeah.
Like it's their own Apple.
I think Twitch might be. I know there's something like Twitch over there. I forget what it was called. And that was a sort of. Again, like a rival to Twitch. I don't know if Twitch exists. I think it does in China work. I'm not super sure on that. But in China, they have their. I forget. Man, I wish I remember the name. It's huge. It's huge over there because, of course, it's content. People want to watch that, I guess, and might be regulated. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into like crazy fucking woohoo things like that. But yeah, if I find out the name, I could definitely follow up on that. But. I think Twitch does exist within reason over there. I'm like iffy on it.
So does Twitch do just ridiculous numbers compared to YouTube and Facebook? Or are they kind of in the same ballpark? Because I feel like Twitch has kind of certified itself as the gaming, like the streaming website to use. But that's just my amateur overview of it, obviously.
Yeah, All right, yeah. So Twitch is blocked in China. I just
Okay.
looked at because I want to make sure you can access Twitch with a VPN, but it is blocked in China. And I know there's something like it out there in China. I'm not super sure though. But yeah, it is blocked in China as of January 5th, 2021.
Oh, that's very recent too, huh? Wow.
Yeah, when this article was out, I literally just looked at it. I want to know so bad.
So that's probably gonna impact like the quality of like everyday viewers, wouldn't it? If all of a sudden the China's just completely out of the way.
It could have. Twitch is still one of the number one most like leading platforms in streaming content, so it's tough because I know it's rough to think about like actual numbers because again, like people that are smart enough to do a VPN through China to come watch Twitch, like that will the dedicated people will still be there. It's just the people like the one time maybe the kids or parents that don't know how to use a VPN yet or like get around the blocking. I'd say the people who cared about it will still be there, but the people that just are one timers don't know what they're doing won't. So I'd say a good portion, sure, but the other portion's still there no matter what.
How does YouTube and Facebook compare to Twitch? Like, is it like even in the same ballpark?
I would say so streaming wise, I'd say numbers Twitch still dominates. YouTube I think is second compared to Facebook because of course people don't look at Facebook as a streaming service. They look
Yeah.
at it as social media, connect with their family and friends. Um YouTube's definitely second, I think, on the rise. YouTube's doing really good right now. I never streamed on YouTube, and I don't really have many friends that do, so it's tough to really get like what are the numbers looking like here, or like what does it look like, how much you're making, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. And I think just really Twitch, 'cause I know that most it's still one of the biggest platforms. Given that like Overwatch League and Call of Duty League are streamed, have bonuses. They used to have bonuses on Twitch. Well, Overwatch League did before COD League existed. On Twitch, you get bonus. You can buy the pass. You get like in-depth stats, things for the game, blah blah blah. And then YouTube got the license for it, so you can still watch on Twitch, but you get bonuses on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's like uh, Black Cold War gets bonuses on PlayStation, but the other two don't get it. You
Yeah.
know, like they get the 2 extra classes, they get some packs, things like that. So
Does
yeah, I think
you might not be familiar because you said you don't really know anyone who streams on YouTube, but does like YouTube or Facebook, do they have like the affiliated partner status too? Something like a ranking?
I know they have like because YouTube for like creators and general just make videos have the verified check next to them. So I'm assuming stream because when you're done streaming on YouTube, it becomes a video. It's like there, like this was last streamed X. So so I don't know if those views also throw into like how much you can make or things like that. Because I know on YouTube you have to have like 500 subscribers, X amount of video time, something like that. My friend puts all this like edited videos on YouTube. I want to start doing that. But besides the point, I'd say YouTube. Like I don't know. I think it does. I know it has verified. I don't think it has like partners or stuff like that. You like YouTube partners. I think it's just a verified creator and things like that. Facebook does. Gotcha. Facebook, you get it's like a verified check like Twitter too, but it's like it's gaming like and it's like a special page where it's like their content. It's like their private Facebook page. It's like, oh, here's my next stream, or here's this video of the last stream, things like that. I've seen that on Facebook, but I know YouTube is basically just their channel, no matter how you look at it.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I only watch one streamer on YouTube, and you ever heard of Star Wars Theories, a YouTuber? He just posts a shit ton of yeah. He streams on a channel called Theories Arcade. He does Warzone and like Ghost of Tsushima, all that type of shit.
He has like a second gaming channel, that whole thing.
I love watching those because I like him as a person, and I hate ads, so anytime I can see something without ads, I'll fucking watch it.
Yeah, like might as well. Like shit, what's the harm in that?
Exactly.
YouTube for videos, I think, is killing it. I'd say that YouTube for content creators as a whole, I think, is in a really good spot. I want to start cutting up my streams and throwing them on YouTube, like edited. Like you've seen compilations.
Yeah. I was gonna ask about that. Do you edit your videos to make clips right now to put on your Twitch or anything?
I've like labbed it or experimented because I used to edit way back when I was little, like when I thought I had a cool YouTube career. And I messed with Sony Vegas, and then I like never touched it since then. And I was using Premiere for a little bit just to try and like because I taught myself how to do Photoshop pretty much.
Oh, okay, sweet. I can't hear you. Your audio cut out. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just want to make sure I could hear you.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah, you're good. Because my mic's really sensitive, so.
All good.
But yeah, I moved to Premiere, and I kind of I test chop up because I think the last thing I said, I taught myself Photoshop. You know, in high school, people asked me for, oh man, like you do this, like you make a banner, this or that, and I missed that. I kind of slowed down. I don't really touch Photoshop. I only do it if I need to edit something quickly or whatever.
Yeah.
And Premiere, I got help from my friend. I kind of taught myself how to work it, but I think it's very confusing until you get the hang of it. That's really the thing. I love it though. I think it's fun. I think it's fun doing. It sucks hearing my own voice sometimes, but chopping up and all right, this can go. I can throw in text there and make it look wacky and cool, and it's damn, this is dope. But
yeah, I feel like if you edit too, you'd probably get a lot more recognition also, because people would be you put in that time and energy into doing shit like that. Yeah.
And then if you're good at
I'd notice it personally if I was
help you. Yeah. If you're good at a creator really can help you with that. You're oh, maybe you want to edit my a big creator. I know a couple different editors for not big Twitch, but partnered Twitch streamers, or they know other people like that. And he does. I forgot how much he makes from per video, but he loves no, I say love it, but it's always a flip flop. He'll love doing it and this and that. But editing, especially for a big content creator, because maybe they want a lot out of you, it's damn. But it's always, I don't mind it. It's more content. It's more just stuff I can push out and maybe improve and show off what makes me, I guess. Or what my content is, or lack of thereof. Just this is basically what I do, and that's that. So
you plan on keep doing this for the future, I hope, because it seems like you like it a lot. So
I
keep doing
I
it.
enjoy it. I just something will get really burnt out. This is anybody's really passion or something. You're you just get burnt out. You're sitting do I really want to stream today, or do I really want to play this today? You know what I mean? Or when you got a lot going on. Classes start back up soon, and I'm I gotta focus on classes. And I gotta cut my stream hour, things like that. Where you gotta think ahead. But yeah, I would definitely keep it up as a side gig. I'm always, I have had my PC for 5 years. I've been, being a hard ass about PC for years on. Everybody heard my shtick about it. No way in hell is gonna go back, or go
go back to console. That is.
Yeah, I still, for a couple games I'll go back. I have my Xbox under my monitor, my PlayStation in the living room, because I can't fit that fucking PS5 anywhere in my room. That thing is a monster.
Yeah.
That thing deserves to be put in prison for how big it is. That thing could fuck up other people. It's huge.
I've yet to get mine. I'm still using the PS4 Pro personally.
I still have the Pro too. And I will use it because my brother still uses it for the VR, because he has the PSVR for it.
Okay, yeah.
So of course that doesn't work with the 5 yet, so he did that. But I've been using the 5 with I got Watch Dogs on sale when it was that big PlayStation sale the other day. But it's a monster of a console. I love it. I think it's a really good one. And then my father got the Xbox One Series X, and it's the same. It's the same Xbox dashboard. It's just the more power and shit like that. Where it's damn. I've seen he has a newer TV that puts out the frame rate and everything. It's close to PC. It's PC with a controller, I'd say. But
spec wise, it is.
The new ones are. I think my computer from 5 years ago can average almost one of theirs if I could push it. But their new ones are dope. The next or the recent things that came out for PC, you could do 8K in 30 frames if you have the power for it.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what that means, but is that impressive? The way you said it sounded very impressive.
1080p HD, right?
Yeah.
On a YouTube video, for example, or TVs. Then you have 4K. 4K Ultra HD.
Okay. Yeah.
The next step. That's what PS4. Right? Yeah, PS4 Pro can do that. The Xbox, the Scorpio I have, the old one can do that. But 8K is basically right. I don't have an 8K anything because that's really expensive now, because it's the new technology that's gonna come out. But it's gonna be I know it's gonna be very crystal clear. The PS5 on a 4K TV, it looks fucking fantastic. Very, very crisp, and I'm jealous because I want to do that with my PC, where the PC just got Nvidia, the graphics card makers, released their new lines of cards, and they're monsters. I want one so bad. It's like people with the PS5, they want the PS5 so bad they can't get it. It's like me with the graphics card.
Yeah.
I can't get it. And it's I've been at it for months. It sucks. I want to upgrade so bad.
The graphics cards would cost a lot when you make a PC, right? Isn't that what it costs, like $1,000 or something like that?
Yeah. So right now the prices actually went up because of a new tariff in the United States, where they were 700 retail for the one I want, and now they're like 750, almost 800 now. But the top of the line one, the 3090 that came out, is $1,500
for a graphics card.
Just for a graphics card, yeah.
Is it real life? Like, what you got to give me something here. Is it like just the greatest shit ever?
I'm telling you, I've been incredibly close myself of buying one because I'm just like, I want to upgrade my PC so bad, and some 90s are like still for sale, and I'm like, that's the same price as a PC, but I want that. Like, yeah. I've been so tempted to pull the trigger on one like so many times, but it boasts a lot of fucking power. I'll put it that way. A lot.
Yeah, I'm just over here content with my HP laptop, not caring about anything. I'm a very simple person, but if I was a PC guy, that sounds exactly like what I would want. The best of the best.
I wanna do my new build badly. I've had this beast for 5 years, and here I am with 3 monitors and on like, you know, the whole thing, mic, arm, and all finally. But yeah.
And how much does it cost to make a new one? Would you take parts from your old one and like save money and shit?
So I would do that, but I'm gonna do a complete fresh new one. I feel like it's gonna sound so weird because I just want like to be. I really want to start have like a fresh start because my PC now I can tell it's slowly on its way out.
Yeah.
And I know some parts I could, but I don't want to risk it. Like, what if that part dies out? You know what I mean? Then I have to order the next one right after. But yeah, and if you want to upgrade like a part and your computer's a year old, you can definitely just be like, I could take out this and throw it there and use that. So,
yeah. How long do PCs usually last when you build them? Like 5 years?
So mine right now it's been 5. I'd say like after the 5-year mark, it really gets like, you know, you could tell slowly not doing what it once pushed out, because I noticed there was some games now than I did before, and it's like, oh man. But 5 years, I'd say, because like laptops go out roughly around that time too, right? Give take.
Yeah, I just got a new one for Christmas because my laptop shit the bed after like 3 or 4 years around there. But I had a lot of viruses. I didn't take care of the laptop. It was just fucked up. Yeah, but
yeah, I'm the same way. My brother's using my laptop now because it's a gaming laptop. I use it for school because when I went for freshman year, I did a whole different major that required like a really nice PC. I hate MacBooks with a passion, so
I've never had a MacBook. What's your hate for MacBooks? I got my own personal.
I'm just not a fan of them. They're like, you know, of course I tell people all the time, like, you can get even more power when you could pay the same price for a MacBook as like, if let's say you build I'll put like the new iMac, right? That big tower one that costs like $1,500. You deck it out completely.
Yeah.
You can get the same power times like 2.5 out of a built PC for the same price than MacBook. But again, it could be personal preference. Like, I like Mac's ecosystem. You know, I can put my phone, my watch, my health, and like all that in one. Or like just people like the simplicity of Mac, really, because, you know, if you're an editor or something, you might like the Mac, and they might like that much more. But, you know, I'm saying you get the better power out of like a laptop or a built desktop when you have the room for it. So I don't know. The Mac ecosystem teams. I say that as I have an iPhone, a watch, shit like that, AirPods, and I really enjoy the ecosystem, but the computers aren't for me. I don't think.
You. I'm a very anti-Apple person myself, but that's just me.
Yeah,
I don't fuck with
Apple.
The
only things that really push me is the laptops or the computers. It's so indifferent to them.
So even like, how would their computer like graphics cards compare to like an Nvidia or whatever that company? I don't know the exact name. Are they even close or like?
So the company that does the MacBook cards, AMD, also do regular graphics cards for built PCs as well.
Too. Radeon, right? Or Radeon?
Yeah.
That's
so there's the Radeon graphics card line. They just released their new cards too, which are really, really good. And they also do it for Windows too, but they supply the MacBook GPUs for now. But the laptop ones they're weird because they're built like my laptop one has the NVIDIA 1060 HQ, which it's a chip version that's put onto the motherboard versus the big graphics card actual thing that clicks it, you know. So it varies. It varies, but I know it's AMD that does the Mac cards.
Are those like the only like AMD and Nvidia? Are those like the only two ones who kind of compete with each other, or is it like a huge market?
Those. I mean, I've seen ones like in China, ones that are their own brand that makes some and stuff like that. But Nvidia and AMD are like the two fighting powerhouses. Same thing with their CPUs. Their chipsets are Intel or Ryzen. You know what I mean? It's just like Ryzen's AMD's CPU line. It's like they've been. Intel's better, but AMD's quicker and can do more. It's been the whole back. It's like Apple Android at that point. Yeah. Like it's that whole fight.
Shout out Android. Shout out Android gang.
Yeah, Android phones are killing it too right now. I can go on about tech for days. It's craziness, but yeah, the new Galaxy looks beautiful. I held my friends the whole 20 plus.
Yeah.
Like the iPhone is like this on my hand. The 20 plus is like this. Like I'm holding my hand out practically.
Yeah.
That thing is huge. Like
I'm thinking about getting a Samsung after I get done with this phone. I got an LG Thin Q right now. It gets the job done. It's a pretty good phone.
Thin Q, yeah, that's a good middle ground Android phone, honestly.
Yeah, I had an iPhone before this one, and then I broke like 3 iPhones in a row. So I was like, all right, I need something I can drop and it's not gonna fucking shatter. And so I got this thing.
For real. Yeah, Android. I think Android's killing it right now. I would make the jump, but so many people have like Apple. All that kind of shit, blah, blah, and it's just makes life so much easier.
Yeah. The lack of FaceTime and iMessage is a bitch. I'll be honest.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only downside that I experienced with not having an Apple phone. But I have nothing against Apple. It's not like I'm like protesting them or some shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Some people do that shit, but it's just me and me.
Yeah, hey, it's all personal preference in the end, for real. I don't mind iPhone because I always would jailbreak them, so I'd just be like the cool kid, like, look at my shit compared to yours, and people were like, I want that shit. I'm like, I could do that shit, but it was always when it was easy before you have to go through so many hoops right now to jailbreak, and it's like.
Yeah, do people still jailbreak nowadays? Because I didn't know that was a thing still.
It's not as easier as it once was. Where before I plug in and press a button, you're done.
Yeah.
And Apple keeps making it harder every iOS after that to jailbreak. They keep really pushing like more security fixes, like you can't jailbreak this way, but that's why I'm still on this phone isn't jailbroken, but I'm still on like 12.2 or something, 13.2, whatever the hell it is. Whatever the most recent one now is, I'm not on it, but. Because I'm like, just in case I want to jailbreak, because I have the option to, you know.
Yeah.
Because this has a vulnerability that the new one doesn't have. So.
I never jailbroke an iPhone, but I used to have iPods, like iPod Touches, back in the middle school days. I used to have like 3 of them throughout middle school, and I used to jailbreak the fuck out of those at my friend's house.
I had my iPod behind me in my drawer, and that thing's been fucked up and unfucked up every time.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be so easy. You would literally just plug it into a laptop and then just fucking press like the go button.
Press a button.
Start. Yeah,
that's it. Like, back up all your stuff in jailbreak, and it's like, okay, and that's done. But like now you gotta install the file. You gotta have an Apple developer account. You gotta.
Oh really?
Yeah, they made it so to sideload apps you have to have a dev account now. I'm pretty sure you have to pay for that. So they forced it. They really forced it how they did it, but. Now it's like do that, and then you have to turn off your phone and do this, and you have to get this patch for it. It's hell. My iPad was jailbroken, and I broke it. Like I can't jailbreak it. Like it's just impossible to jailbreak. But I always done it. Everything I have. Everyone was like, "Wow, you hack everything you get." I'm like, I just don't like normal sometimes.
I feel
it's really that. Like I just Apple's thing is boring. I'll say it, but
can you jailbreak a MacBook? Like a laptop, or those like that not a thing?
There's things you can do to improve it, I guess. I don't think there's like a program that can really like fucking make it go batshit crazy.
Gotcha.
Yeah, their ecosystem's pretty locked on the Mac. So I know you can do Apple TVs. You can jailbreak Apple TV. It's like doing a Fire Stick almost.
Yeah, I've heard of jailbroken Fire Sticks. That's pretty popular now. Yeah,
because you can get a lot of totally free. I think I paid for this content on that, and I did that for a couple people too. I was dope having them, but it's so buggy, and 9 times out of 10, if you're like, maybe this provider still has this, and they don't, and they're gone because of course they're only selling the totally legally free. I paid for this edition.
Yeah.
one thing leads to another. But those were fun to do because you can get all kinds of different side-loaded shit on it to do whatever you want before it explodes. So
Fire Sticks are just like they have the platform. They have like Netflix, Hulu, shit like that, right?
That's all it's if you remember the Apple TV, if you have one or not from the school store, where it's all like the apps and then you can go to live TV, blah, that kind of stuff.
Okay, yeah.
It mirrors that with Amazon stuff really, and you can still get certain apps like, that can do video content and things like that.
Gotcha.
Mm.
All right, well, we're about an hour in, Avery. I think we'll call it if you're good with that. I think we had a great one, honestly. I learned a lot of shit about Twitch today that more than I thought I was going to learn about Twitch today. I'm very
for real. Twitch shit. Content creator. Hell, another time we'll have to have other because I know.
I'd love to.
Last thing I know before we get, because I got this. I know who you started streaming, right? Other people started streaming too.
Yeah, I got Jack Free. I convinced him to start streaming. I know.
Ago. I had to talk with him about it. Like one day, I think it was the Christmas thing or that Halloween Christmas, because I know that whole thing happened when he got the virus and scared the fuck out of us. But we had because Joe was asking me about it too, like how do you start streaming, do this and that. It was them two, and then there's me going on about basically what I go on about, the same old, like at this point it sounds like a script. And they asked me about it too, and I told them that was pretty sick, but. Hell, maybe one day we get all them on and then do something stupid because I'm always willing to dick around or play something. So
yeah, dude.
Now everything's going crossplay. It's crazy. I love it. Apex, Warzone.
You must be loving that since you're on a PC. You can play with console players now because you must be loving that. I'd love that if I was a PC player. Just sweat on fucking console news.
It's fun when you get into like when your friends only play Xbox, PlayStation. You get to an only console lobby or PC players use a controller, and I'm cooking through people, man. It's fun as hell, but they're good. People in console are really stepping their shit up. That's a scary thing.
I don't even think I asked. What's your Twitch name so that people can follow? I'll leave a link in the bio. If you text me your link, I'll just put it in the bio. Yeah,
for sure. So funny. Right now, I go by twitch.tv/randomness9633, but that's for now. I'm soon rebranding my shit to Scuffed Aves. I want more of my name just like that simple. Like I do make scuffed ass content. Every stream has something wrong with it in some sort of way, not on purpose, but I'm just like all over the place. And so it's gonna be randomness9633 or twitch.tv/scuffed aves. I also always put my shit when I go live on Twitter. And
gotcha. If you just text me later or whenever you get a chance,
I'll tell you all the information after for sure.
Yeah. Definitely want to get you some followers out of that or subscribers. Hopefully.
Yeah, hell, and then I'm willing another time. I'll be down to come up and talk about fuck all whatever too. So
yeah, dude, I'm saying when COVID's over, for sure we'll do an in-person one. If it's not soon, if it's soon, if it's soon, I'd love to have you back on anytime. Hopefully it's in person.
Every day I hope and pray this shit dies really quickly, leaves really quickly. So yeah, I'll be down, man, for sure. That another digital one just to shoot some more shit. I have a lot. I talk about everything. I'm really open with anything. So
I'd love to get like you and Ansel and Sean on all at once, sort of Discord call. That'd be pretty lit.
Yeah,
just talk.
I gotta fix his computer, and then honestly, I'll bring it up to him because I know Tom Ho. When I brought Tom was like, I should really be on that food podcast. I'd kill it. I'd be like, I know Tom, you would be off the rails. So
I'd get everybody in a Discord call. That'd be lit. That'd be crazy.
For real. I gotta fix his computer first, and we can just, oh my god, that'd be a shit show.
Yo, definitely mention it to him though. I'm for it anytime, bro. I'm 100% for it.
I'll let him know. Once I get his computer fixed, hell, that'd be fun as fuck. That'd be a nice one.
No doubt.
But yeah.
Anything else you want to add?
It was a good time. Yeah. It was dope. I love talking, I love rambling about just whatever. So
you're the tech guy, bro. You know more about tech than I could ever fucking dream of, and I respect that. I've always said that. I've always thought it.
I love tech. I told you right. And one thing I enjoy in life is technology and games, and that's that. So I'm vibe. I'm chilling. That's it.
Bro. That's what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. For real. Thanks for having me.
Well, no doubt, bro. It was good seeing you as always. All right. Thank you everyone for watching. Appreciate it. One love. Take care.